Hello, conscious breathers, infinite beings alike. Today's topic is be you till full. Let's wait till a few people hop on here. Hello. What's going on, guys? Today's topic is be you till full. Hello. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to hop on here. Hey Reese, what's going on? James, what's going on? So let's hop into it. And if anyone wants to join live, talking about this topic, you're more than welcome to hop on here. Stick with the topic, please. This year, I don't want to steer off topic with anybody, so stick to the topic, please. Please stick to the topic. All right, some more people are hopping in here. But the topic is be yourself till you're full. And what does it sound like? It sounds like beautiful, right? Be you till full, or be you till full, depending on how you look at it. And that beautiful essence that we may perceive as beautiful is, anytime we look at something quote unquote beautiful, it has full expression of life. It has no limit to its full capacity of sharing that expression. No limit whatsoever. It's not afraid to go out with a pyramid in public and express. Yes, be you till you're full. Be yourself till you're full. And that means be yourself at the maximum capacity, to the point where you really could care less what other people is trying to put in your own cup. You could care less. And that is what it means to quote unquote be you till full, aka beautiful. Alright, because we've got some few people hopping on here. Self-mastery is the game we are all playing. Exactly. And you're filling the cup that has such a powerful structure, that's already there, that's already whole. That's already whole. And the more you fill that cup, some people try to come over with their own liquids and trying to pour in your own cup. It's already full, right? It's already full. What you really want is not really what you want, but something to invite into your space is not the liquid, is the extension of another cup to add on to the cup you already have. Because your cup is already full. It's to literally add on another cup that extends on top of the other cup and try to just fill that one with your own essence. You know, someone may show you the path, but it doesn't mean you have to walk the same way they walk at all. You know, even when I work with one-on-one clients, I tell them shift the affirmation to however you like it, but just add a certain resonance in there. Okay, I don't really have a strict dialect in that manner at all. And some of them are on here as well. Hey guys. So someone may show you the path. The point is not to just walk like them. It's to be the best version of yourself. Walk with a little bit more swagger. You know, redefine it to redefine it to the best way you know how to. Redefine the walk with your own swagger and with your own pace. Because you know for a fact the path is there, right? You don't have to walk as fast as that person. You don't have to walk as slow as that person. But just you knowing the path is there, shoot, that's the next cup. That's the next cup that you're adding to your China collection, if you will. Your collection of cups. Not the liquid, the cups. The cups is more important because the cup itself has that foundation. It's sturdy, it's strong, and you can fill it however you please in terms of different types of liquid and different types of emotions and different types of meanings, what it really means to you versus other people's meanings in that factor. And literally mix and match however you see, however you feel. Forget about seeing, it's all about feeling. Does anybody want to come on live and talk about this topic? Being you till you're full, literally filling your own cup where you're not affected by other people's liquids, but other people can show you their cups and you go from there. Does anybody want to hop on live here? We have a few more people coming in here. Oh, that's funny. Chris goes, couldn't care less about, oh yeah, what other people think. I totally agree with that. All right, someone's hopping on. Hello there, brother.
Hey, what's up, family?
What's going on?
Yo, man, I just wanted to drop in and send some love to you, brother. I really appreciate your authentic expression of self. I love everything you stand for, man. You have a beautiful aura about you, man. I just want to send you love right now.
Thank you. How are things? And you want to dive into the topic we're talking about? Be you till full. Being yourself till full.
Yeah, that is also why I hopped on. I'd love to talk about that. Yeah, man, I personally had, you could say a mentor who helped me to step into remembering myself more thoroughly when I first started to awaken, maybe 2016. And over the years, I started to realize that since he has such a higher knowledge of, spirituality and wisdom, I definitely subconsciously placed him on a pedestal, because I'm now realizing he places himself on a pedestal. And, over the years, it's just been very enlightening to realize, like, that was ultimately handicapping me by, looking at someone else to try to give me more of who I am, which you can never be more of who you are. And, I've just been fully realizing this more thoroughly lately, and I can feel so much releasing from me now, just so much empowerment, just realizing, we're so whole already. We're so complete. We're so abundant. Like we can never truly be more of that which we truly are, which is everything, the all. Like, how can you be more of the all? And yeah, that's just been a huge realization for me lately. And so I really, I'm actualizing it in this now, you know, just being more of myself until I'm so full of it. And, you know, and that's going to be triggering for so many people. I was even just talking about this with one of my younger friends who's very enlightened at a young age. And he was just putting it out on his story. He literally said, you know what, guys, I'm the shit. And he goes, you know, pick your energy up. He's like, because he's telling people he's full of himself. And, you know, that's going to be triggering for a lot of people. But that's really how ultimately how we should be, is like full of ourself, and realize that it's not taking away from who you are. We're all a divine, unique expression. And maybe the word shit isn't the best way to say it, but and you know, but it's the message that's the resonance that's important. And just yeah, just being that full divine expression of self, and realizing that doesn't take away from you and anyone else. We're all a unique expression that has never been before and that will never be again. And yeah, man, that's just a huge message from me, for me, and to all right now, is to be your whole true self, and realize that all the greatness that you're going to experience from this now is going to be just an extension of how beautiful and great you are right now. And that we are kind of programmed to feel incomplete trying to gain that which we seek to experience, whether it be money, materials, or even better, purpose and fulfillment. You know, that's kind of what I've been reflecting on, is I see people who are sacrificing their sense of inner peace in order to gain a higher sense of purpose and fulfillment. You will never be more fulfilled than you are right now. And that's really it for me, man. It's just realizing that and actualizing on that, and realizing, you know, the inner peace and the sense of content and gratefulness, the gratitude I feel right now is going to be a pure extension of everything I experience from here on out. Complete totality and wholeness right now. Balancing what I am and what I'm going to obtain further. But realizing that there is nothing else outside of me. I am everything. So I cannot add to the essence of that which I already am. I mean, I can add to it, but it can't, you know what I'm saying? It can't add to the level of peace I already have. Like, yeah, it's a big paradox, but it's divine.
The paradox will always be there. That's the that's the grand scheme of life. And beautiful share right there, brother. Thank you for hopping on there. And someone was also saying, I don't want to comment, but I have a question. What's the most effective way to root out old thoughts, ideas, and programming that doesn't serve me anymore? And you literally dived into that in terms of stepping into the paradigm of yourself, which is fulfilled. And if people have problems, quote unquote, finding that, really go back into the little things. If you were able to help someone in the smallest little way possible, utilize that as a token into the box where you can check off and say that I have something to offer. I have something to offer, that I have a value within myself. And start playing with that, utilizing that as an affirmation, and more as a way to remember. You know, that's what it is. Remembering that, you know, you yourself is a powerhouse, literally a powerhouse that can fill the main powerhouse of it all.
And just to add on to that, I would say also just to helping to release, old thoughts, ideas, and programming. I would say just start with little things like maybe bad habits, things that you know aren't serving you, because we are programmed to literally kind of pick up things that just imply we hate ourselves. But whether it be smoking something or eating bad things or watching bad stuff, just start to let go of the many programs that have been subliminally and subconsciously programmed into you. Just become more aware of that, and slowly but surely, as you begin to shed things that are not you, that's what it was for me. Ultimately, just letting go of all the subliminally programmed aspects of reality. And then when it comes to that, a big key too is to realize you're not wrong for all of these things you want to release. The biggest step for me, I see, is let go of guilt, let go of shame, let go of feeling like you're not already whole. And that's what makes you perfect, is seeing your imperfections and saying, you know what, boom, back to the paradox. You know, you are perfect right now because you see where you can improve. And ultimately, we're not going to be able to release any of these things if we're coming from what you could say a lower vibration, stemming from fear, which would be guilt or shame. And I found that when you're trying to do this, it's almost impossible if you try to do it by yourself. So whether it be a health coach or friends or family, get together and start being transparent about what you want to release, and realize the interconnectedness is always there. We all have these same things we're letting go of. So as we unify totally in higher consciousness, realizing the interconnectedness, it allows us to let go of the shame and guilt. And then we can share our experiences together. Say, hey, this is how I let go of this.
Right.
We can all share how we let go of things together, and it relinquishes any guilt or shame or fear.
And it's also important to also note not to shame others, no matter what diet they're on or live it. I like to say, no matter what they're going through, it's important not to shame them, because that's their own energy of itself. So when you're projecting it onto them, you know, they're going to be like, oh, I don't really like how this person is projecting onto me. And shoot, if that diet makes that, you know, that's what they might be thinking. Who knows, you know? That diet is making that person think that way, then I don't want any part of it, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree, because where I was born and raised, you know, people are not about to begin adopting plant-based diets anytime soon. And I found that, you know, a lot of people live very old, still eating animal products, or still, you know, having what we perceive as bad habits. And I've correlated it to the fact that it's about the mind state they do it in. You know, there's a video of this guy who's 110 smoking a cigar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's like, how did he do that? Well, I think it's because he kept good energy around what he was doing.
Energy aspect. Yep.
And it's the same thing with my mom. I helped my mom kind of transition to like a plant-based diet. And then my stepdad, he's a bit older than her, and he's still going to be consuming animal products. And I was like, Mom, please do not nag him anymore. If we know he's not going to let go of certain things, just give him good energy while he's still here. And that way he can live longer, you know, because that's what you're saying. It's ultimately shaming people. Not only is it not going to help them grow, but it's also going to make them feel worse about what they're doing. And then they're going to get sick. And that's what's happening to society right now. So much fear is being permeated, which literally weakens the immune system. So if you add any sickness and then you add paranoia and fear to that, your cells are listening to your thoughts automatically. They're like, oh no, really? It's bad? Oh yeah, it's bad. So then boom, I literally shared this. It says fear can cause premature death. Like straight up. It literally says it on Google. Type in, does fear weaken the immune system? It'll tell you fear causes premature death.
Yeah, premature death. Yep. There it is.
Man.
And that's something you can't see. So now you have doctors themselves, you know, literally speaking energy, even though they themselves don't believe it. But you can't see it, but you can feel it. And it always comes down to the feeling aspect. So, like I always say, this is life itself is a stress-based game. And the more you can handle the stress, the easier it is to manifest, the easier it is to get healthy, the easier it is to really shift your environment the way it is. And when it comes to something like plant-based diet, what it's really doing is relieving certain stress off the body. You know, some people can handle it better than others with a dirtier diet or however you perceive that. But it makes it easier when you're on quote unquote lighter diets. That's what's really going on, the energetics behind it, when your lungs can breathe a lot easier because you have more water-based foods in your body. So it's easier to quote unquote detox, heal, control your emotions, and put them in check. And again, manifest.
Beautiful. Wow. And then just fear, if you look at the initials of it, FEAR. I like to correlate this to false evidence appearing real. You know, there's a lot of false evidence being programmed into us. And I like to add that fear cannot exist in the presence of love, wholehearted love. And so when you truly love yourself, you'll realize there's nothing to fear. When you breathe in the natural prana and life force that is surrounding you at all times, you feel this love and realize that fear is relinquished. It's just false evidence. It's not even real. And that's paradigm altering and crushing old paradigms in itself for me personally. And I just, man, that's what I'm bringing right now. So much love for you, so much love for all that exists through all paradigms, and just unconditional unity right now. Totally, totally harmonizing.
Thank you for hopping on here, brother. It's been a pleasure, and you're always welcome to hop on here. There's no hierarchy, like I told everybody. Anyone here is welcome to hop on. And as long as we're sticking to the topic, because this year I want to stick to the topic, because some people last year were hopping on and changing the topics from time to time, but many people hit me in the DMs. They're like, hey, can we stick to the topic? I was like, yeah, we'll try that this year. So thank you, brother.
Really quick before I hop off,
Yeah.
I got in kind of late on the live, so I'm sorry, forgive me. I didn't really know exactly what the technical topic was.
No, it was fine. Yeah, you were. This was on topic. No
okay,
worries.
what was the topic specifically?
Be you till.
Oh, okay. No, I did know that. I did know that. Okay, right. Okay, beautiful.
No worries.
Beautiful, man. Thank you so much for having me. Be you till full, man. Blessings and love. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Peace, family.
All right. Someone else wanted to hop on here. I don't know where they went, but anyone is welcome to hop in here and join the conversation. Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of time left over before I head out to the park. I'm going to be filming the Sun Alchemy course, and that's going to be like an all-day thing. Doctors talk to me like they know everything, and they can't even answer simple questions. Dealers are not healers. Someone goes, dealers are not healers. My cousin is an emergency doctor and takes more pills than anyone I know. Wow. If I wasn't working, I would jump on. Okay, no worries. Imagine how long you live. You tap in to your infinite potential with breathwork, UT, and meditation. Ooh, well, looking what we were talking about, the sentient, the guy that lived 100 was still smoking a cigarette. You talk always, those people who live that long always talk about happiness. They will always bring it up, right? But I want to live that long and be happy and still look as close to this as possible. And that's where the juices and the breath work and the lighter, quote unquote, diet, the lighter live it. I like to say live it. The lighter livets come into play. But yeah, that was the main point that we're making. The energetics behind the longevity of life plays a huge role. And what we bring into our reality in terms of what it really affects us is really up to us. it's really up to us, because like I always say, external factors will control the way you breathe until you control the way you breathe. So if you're leaving space and a tsunami is coming over, coming over, you know, the external world of tsunami is coming over, and some of that liquid will come into your cup if you allow space into it, or you can fill it to the brim, or you can keep on filling it to the point where it's just overflowing and the tsunami can come by, but your cup is still overflowing with your own infinite substance. All right, we have another one hopping on here. There we go. I hope the music isn't too loud, guys. Let me know if it is or not. What would you suggest for breath work? Well, check out my YouTube. Check out my YouTube, and if you want more, there's a members group, or if you want to do a one-on-one, let me know. No, it's not too loud. Alejandro, where'd you go? You're supposed to hop on here. It says waiting for Alejandro. That's perfect volume. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Go live. Let's see if it'll work now. Yeah, but there's some guided breath work literally on my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio. Just scroll and you'll see the YouTube right there. I'll try one more time. It's not working. I sent you the request, Alejandro. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, send me the request again, and we'll see what we can do. Am I getting the request? Oh, there it is. All right, cool. 1 second. Got the request, sending it back to you. Love your YouTube and your work with Grub. Much love. Yeah, Grub started out as a client, actually. He was actually the first person that fell in one of my sessions because he got really, really high off the energy. And after that, I was like, okay, we're no longer doing this standing up. Yeah, but he was actually one of the main people that had me change some things up when it comes to standing breath work. LOL, IG is being tough on me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's odd. Hold on, send the request again. Yeah, it said I continued the request, Alejandro. Hello, Sid. Nope, it's not letting me. Oh, that's weird. What you can do, try logging off here and then coming back on again and then send the request, Alejandro. It says request. All right, let me see. Go live with Alejandro. I know, I typed in go live. Yeah, just hop out and then come back in, Alejandro. But if you guys are just joining us, the topic is being you till full. And what does that sound like? Beautiful. Be you till full. That is the topic at hand. If anyone wants to talk about that, you're more than welcome to hop on here. And you know what's beautiful about being you? When you're being yourself and you're not affected by the external aspects to quote unquote shift you as a person. That's the first. Yeah, I think when Alejandro comes back, it'll work. But going back to the topic, more people, you'll start to attract and bring in more people that think like you and act like you. Well, more like not act like you, but just have the same principles in that sense. You know, not being afraid of being their authentic self, more than actually, you know, copying you and things of that nature. I mean, showing up as their authentic version of themselves to the full capacity. Keyword beautiful. You know, it's like my model friend. He when he goes out and about with his celebrity friends and stuff, he said, you know, we had a similar conversation, and he was like, it's interesting, like I can hang out with these well-known people and still be and looked at as, you know, someone really sexy or whatever. And I never would have thought, you know, back in the day when I used to have self-imagery issues, you know, I would never have thought this would be like my lifestyle, you know. So it always comes back to you. You know, a great practice is anytime you see yourself in the mirror or even your shadow, say I love you. Anytime you see yourself in the mirror, say I love you. If you see a reflection of yourself, say I love you. Powerful. Powerful, because the mirror dimension in itself, it echoes back and forth in terms of mirroring. There's even different types of quote unquote mirror meditations, even without the mirror. And I go into that, going into quantum breathing. I'll dive into that in my new book coming up. But I've done that with one-on-one sessions too. And I've been getting some good feedback, even people with self-imagery issues or people, you know, working on manifestations, things like that. But more so the self-image, because that is really important in how you view yourself rather than worrying about what other people view themselves. You know, growing up, even in high school, like my friends would think that I was kind of weird, right? In a sense. And it's funny because now, you know, they got wiser themselves and they were like, man, I'm really happy that you stayed true to yourself and you're not afraid to be you, you know? And they like say, I like, man, I just admire that. I just have to tell you that. I was like, wow, that was a moment. That was a moment that I did not expect from quote unquote other people in that sense. I think Alejandro is back. If Alejandro doesn't come in here, then I will get with you high vibrational movement. By the way, guys, stick to the topic when you come on here. Being you till full. All right? Being you till you're quote unquote full. Alejandro, are you here? That piece in the back is nice. Oh yeah, the pyramid here. Guys, I still sell these, so if you guys want one, hit my DMs. They're not on the website yet. Oh, okay, that's you, Alejandro. All right, 1 second. Let's see if it'll work. All right, I clicked that profile, Alejandro. Oh, there we go.
What's up, bro?
Hey, now we got it working. What's going
Yeah,
on?
no, I logged into my other account. I seems something going on with my account. Maybe perhaps around the lines of shadow banning. I don't know, man. Whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah. So,
What's going on?
yeah, not much, man. I kind of just, I'm enjoying this live. Feel very inspired to share a little bit, you know, of my energy. And being you until you're full, you know. Maybe perhaps I can give you an example of how I became myself until I became full. I I alkalined my blood, my system, and I started to feel I started to feel myself connected to a cellular level. I started to feel the communication within my microcosm, which within my within my interior self, as I kept alkalining my blood and I embarked on the path of consuming high water fruits, high water diet. So I realized that when I took care of my health, um, I became more full, and my cup, I was able to give more, offer more. And I was exploring, what is it that truly makes a healthy diet? Of course, you first encountered veganism, cooked veganism and whatnot, but then realizing that our digestional tract is not supposed to digest these dry foods, stolen from their life force energy through cooking, through fire. And so, yeah, man, I really love this lifestyle. I've embodied this lifestyle. I want to be a teacher of detoxification, and I want to encourage people to seek for the alkaline lifestyle, to little by little start realizing that when you start to hydrate yourself to a cellular level, you start to feel more connected to everything. One of the things I noticed I felt most connected with when I started to hydrate myself was the moon, since the moon affects water.
Yep.
I started to become so much more emotional during full moons. I started to feel purges coming. Like when I alkaline my body, it's sort of like everything started to happen automatically. I wouldn't say automatically, because alkalining your body is not everything. It's your intention that truly, yes, that activates it. So yeah, the intention plus the alkalization of my body tuned me in and made me feel more connected. I rose my vibration, and I started to realize, like, what is truly going on here? Our experts are telling us to eat these things, and then I started, questioning it all.
Beautiful. Yeah, when it comes to that connection of feeling, being on liquids this long, you really dive into the self, and I really like that. That feeling of the deepest core. I can really touch it, feel it, be it, express it, and that's what everyone is striving or moving towards to. No matter how you look at it, even when you take that last breath, well, you'll definitely know the soul by then. If it's not in this physical body, you'll definitely know it by then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I kind of want, before I forget, I want to mention that the breath is very much connected to what you consume as well, because alkaline blood can move 20 times more oxygen than acidic blood. So it's all intertwined, When I realized that the body and the mind and the spirit are intertwined, it was beautiful to realize our origin, and our true health mechanisms, and I started to become more full when I started to investigate what makes me full, what makes me whole. It's everything. It's the connection within the physical, what we can see, the mental, what we cannot see, and then the spirit is just, the essence of everything, of what it is. So yeah. Yeah, man.
The more you can quote unquote feel your body in terms of energy, the physical on that side, because someone can be eating let's say something like McDonald's non-stop and not be full after a couple hours, versus someone who eats more electric foods, they'll start to feel full, especially when they've been doing it for a while, because the receptors in the brain, the gut, the other brains, like literally all your brains, the heart, the gut, this brain is all connected in one. You have more of that feeling sensation.
Yeah.
That's what the practice of Bigu has taught me. Was the point was really not to become a quote unquote breatharian, but the point was to feel more, where you don't really necessarily need dense intake of food.
Right. Yeah. Dense intake of food. Right. Yeah, my diet is mostly, water soluble foods. For example, I usually for breakfast I have an ice cream, frozen bananas.
Banana? Yeah.
Yeah, with some berries, a little cacao there, and here and there, and yeah. So it's my 90% of my diet is water. The only reason why I don't adopt a fully one is because here in the winter in New York,
Oh
it's
yeah, New York. Yeah.
it's quite hard. So I tried, I did, but I was getting a little pains in my body and stuff. My body was really asking for warm food, so I tried. But yeah, my goal is to move to a tropical place, create a retreat to help people feel full. Help them connect the body, the mind, and the spirit, and they're intertwined. You know. Um, and yeah, when I started to, I remember trying to meditate and trying to do breath work when I was consuming an acidic diet. It was very difficult. I felt like my chest was contracted. It was just tight. I didn't feel like the flow. I started to alkaline my blood, and I just felt like whoa, I'm actually absorbing energy, like life force energy. I felt like connection, the beauty, the tranquility of nature, and I realized that nature is me. I am a little bit of everything, and that's the beautiful thing about being human and having the consciousness of a human, that we can literally transform and morph into anything we like. We are everything. Like for example, animals, they have a lower consciousness. They can only like be an animal. They can't really like embody something else. It's beautiful to be a human, and it's pretty upsetting to realize how limited we are in today's world because all the knowledge has been forgotten, of how powerful and beautiful we are. Mm. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to share my thoughts on being full and how, alkalining my blood did that for me, getting closer to Mother Nature.
I actually used to live in Jersey since you're in New York. I only moved here in April, and I was still on liquids for practically a long time too, even after that. But in terms of like taste or energy wise, definitely look into this company called Pure Rose or Pure Rose. Yeah, Pure Rose. And there's these roses from Belgium that's like the purest of rose, and they literally excrete the nectar from the roses. And here's what I used to do when I used to live in a colder climate, and really to really test out frequency energy of liquids, so to speak. I would literally get the cap, and you only need like only a little drop of the rose. That's how potent and powerful it is. And then I would just put it in my water. Drink. I went on a rose only water fast for a pretty long time, like about literally till the bottle was done. So it took me about a week and a half till it was done, and I could really feel a difference on different types of liquids. I guess because that's
wow.
It's really it's really interesting how you can I guess you can call me a water connoisseur at this point, where I can really like taste. I can taste the difference in liquids at that point. But energy wise, like rose, yeah, rose is one of the highest frequencies of like essential oils or of flowers, so to speak.
Okay, can you repeat that? I'm sorry. What was it called?
It's called Pure Rose or
Pure Rose. Okay.
Yeah, Pure Rose.
Okay. Pure Rose Nectar?
Yeah. That's them.
Got it. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna look into it.
You can even put it in your ice cream and just there's one little drop filling with the cap. The cap is so small. It's perfect. It's powerful.
Yeah, and you can put it in anything, right?
Yeah, you can literally put it in smoothies. Yeah, you put it in anything.
Oh wow, cool. Thanks for the tip, man.
Yeah,
man, it's awesome. Our body is made 2/3 out of water, right? I mean, it's sort of like when you start to explore who we are, it's like it all makes sense. It's also basic. It's like just common sense, but it's like where did we get off track. When and time, what happened? It's a beautiful, story to explore. Kind of to.
I think whenever the tectonic shift happened, where we have quote unquote splitting of the countries, I feel like whatever energy, because at one point you got to admit we were probably so high in frequency and energy at a certain point. We were all connected to Africa, and all the countries were less combusted into one. Whatever fall of man happened consciously manifested, I truly believe, that tectonic shift, and everything just starts splitting apart, and then more suffering starts happening if you
Yeah.
perceive it as
Yeah.
that. I think
Yeah.
that's when it started happening.
Yeah, separation. Yeah, yeah. And it all starts in the microcosm, the separation within ourselves, you start to realize, and the only way to see these things is to be still. That's the only way we can see these very, very small vibrations, is to be still. Otherwise, we're always moving, in this fast-paced lifestyle, moving so fast, we forgot, the other side of the equation. And that other side is what makes us balanced. So yeah.
Well, thank you for hopping on here, brother.
Thank you.
And you're always welcome to hop on here. Like I always say, there's no hierarchy or anything. Anyone here is welcome to hop on, and I thank you all for sharing the breath. Have a wonderful day. Stay
Thank
warm
you.
up there.
It's pretty cold out here.
All right,
Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, I'll answer a few more questions if there is any before I hop off here. I met the bong, very nice. Bong? There's no bong. Oh, that's not a bong. This isn't a bong. This is... Can't take it off right now. But this is another tensor ring. It's not a bong. I don't smoke. Not anymore. Too much breath work to smoke, in my opinion. I literally do over 6 hours of breath work a day. Well, you would say extraneous breath work, so to speak. Journey of the journal of the soul. Journal, not journey. Journal. Hello, sister. Thank you, brother, for your thoughts on here. Not sure what you mean. Dive in a little bit deeper, and I'll answer a few questions, because I'm gonna hop off here soon. By the way, Journal, would love to hop on live with you these coming days. People are asking for it. Yeah, Chris Cash Crypto, can you dive in to your question a little bit? Oh, he meant song. Oh, the song in the... he meant the song. Okay. The song. All right, if you guys like this song, by the way, check out Journal of the Soul. She also makes some beautiful music herself. If you guys like this song so much, I'll add it to the IG Live playlist. 1 second. So if you go to my YouTube and you go to playlist, you'll see live IG music, and it'll be in there. Like all the music that lots of people hear in the background and really love, it'll be in the playlist. All right, guys, if no one has any questions, I'm going to hop off here. All right, guys, thank you all for sharing the breath. Peace.
Hello, I'm Frank Roser. I'm a breathwork coach and American football coach from Germany. And I had my first breathwork session with Devin yesterday. And I just can't say it was really amazing. He showed me a new breathing technique and explained me a lot of very powerful things that gave me a very good insight. And during the breathwork, I went to some places. I was really able to go within and to relax. And the first couple of rounds were a bit difficult for me because there were some things that I never did before. But in the last 2 rounds, I just felt amazing. So I really could focus on within, what's going on within, and just relax. So Devin, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I just can recommend everybody to, do some breathwork with the breathwork guru, Devin. Thanks and all the best.